try to sound Italian, and they say things like, "That's a spicy meatball." What's that all about? But Italians do love their meatballs. And in Italian, a meatball is a polpetti. And lots of restaurants are now using polpetti on the appetizer menu. So you can think of doing this in just about any size or shape you like. And everyone's got their own secret to their meatball, what kind of meat to use. I love the combination of veal and pork. It's really gonna give you a nice, rich meatball that's packed with flavor and really juicy. Parmigiano Reggiano is going in there for that nice little salty and nutty bite. My secret to the meatballs, though, is a little ricotta. And ricotta is that really nice, creamy and smooth cheese. Oh, that's gonna pack in so much flavor. But this is just the beginning of the flavoring that's going in here. I really do love using the classic combination of eggs and a little bit of breadcrumb. That helps pick up all of the moisture. And now into the oven till they brown up. Can't wait to try them. Now, I know when you think meatballs, you're probably thinking red sauce. But I got a little surprise for you. I'm making a 4-cheese sauce, and it's gonna be so creamy, and it's gonna go over those meatballs. Can't wait. Couple of pats of butter, and of course, a little cream. This is gonna give the cheese somewhere to melt. And this really couldn't be easier. As soon as you can see a little bubble on that cream, the cheese is gonna melt and we're ready. There is a reason why I'm using all of these cheeses. Each one brings their own attitude to this dish. So starting with pecorino romano. And this cheese here is so nice and salty, and it has almost a little sour taste to it, but it's so good. Of course, the classic Parmigiano Reggiano. Now, you've heard me talk about this one so many times before. This one here is a little milder in flavor. It's really nutty. And look how that cheese is already starting to melt in that sauce. Next is gorgonzola. The flavor in this, oh, wow. It's really sharp, but so creamy at the same time. And this one here is really gonna add that flavor into this. Now, one of my favorite melting cheeses is actually fontina. And fontina, it's just matured and cured in this wax, so this is not edible, this part here. This cheese here that's left is really buttery. And it's really light in flavor. Close to mozzarella. I would say it's like a mozzarella with a little attitude or a little kick to it. And this is gonna add so much flavor. The cheese is already melting in here. And I always know my sauce is ready when it coats the back of the spoon like this. It's gonna coat those meatballs perfectly. The smell in here, woo! It's out of this world. And look, this cheese sauce is still bubbling away. This really is the perfect appetizer. And they've got that little springiness to them when you pick them up. They're gonna be so juicy. And if you wanna look like a chef, always odd numbers in the dish. My goodness, I'm using my finger. I feel like my nonna. Now, I really like just a couple of cracks of fresh pepper on top. It's gonna really stand up nice to that cheese. Oh my goodness. So they've got like a nice little crust to them, these meatballs, but inside, look how juicy they are. The meatball itself is so jam-packed with flavor, but then that sauce on top, creamy goodness.